He refused to shake Khamzat Chimaev's hand and walked in with a menacing swagger, like the devil himself stepping into the arena. He tried to intimidate, to instill fear, but Chimaev didn't back down an inch. On the contrary, he met him at the steps of the octagon with a look that screamed war. A scuffle nearly broke out then and there, only stopped by the intervention of the teams and security. At the face-off, the two fighters locked eyes and didn't blink once. It wasn't just a stare-down, it was a silent war of wills. Imagine this, you're walking alone down a dark street at night, and you see that stare. Ice cold. I doubt anyone wouldn't crap their pants, especially those who have already stood across from boars. Kamaru Usman stepped in on just 10 days' notice, replacing Paulo Costa, who pulled out of the fight due to injury. Many counted the bout as a done deal, expecting a quick finish from Khamzat. But Usman wasn't that easy. Right from the start, the Chechen tried to bring the fight to the ground, pressing forward, grappling, working in the clinch like the elite wrestler he is. But the Nigerian pushed back hard, defending, resisting, refusing to let Chimaev take full control. However, it didn't work out for him. Khamzat was far more relentless than Usman's attempts to escape. After securing the mount and gaining the most dominant position right behind his opponent's head, Chimaev began pounding away. Usman had no choice but to endure the blows and try to gather enough strength to escape. Instead of attempting a reversal or trying to take the fight to Chimaev on the ground, Usman chose to stand up. But no matter how many times he tried, he couldn't get to his feet. Nearly 4 full minutes passed, an entire round of ground control. It looked like the fight could end right there, but somehow Usman survived until the bell. Now his main goal was to avoid falling into that same trap again, because surviving it a second time was highly unlikely. In the second round, Chimaev looked fresher, but not dominant. Kamaru, despite having no full training camp, held his own, blocking, countering, looking for openings. In fact, the second round could be called a breather. For all 5 minutes, they simply exchanged occasional strikes in the stand-up, without any significant shots landing, except perhaps for a failed takedown attempt by Chimaev near the end of the round. Usman anticipated a takedown in the third round as well, and he read it perfectly, managing to dodge it right at the start. By the middle of the third round, the fight took on a new shape. They stood toe-to-toe and started trading. Chimaev let Usman lead the dance, almost as if testing his strength. The Nigerian nightmare took the opportunity, pressuring forward, throwing combinations, landing some clean shots, and then, toward the end, as if by silent agreement, they decided to go to war, Holloway style. Hands down, eyes burning, punches flying in both directions. Every shot was a gamble, like walking a tightrope over a pit. This fight was packed with action and truly iconic moments, scenes that make you want to go back and watch them again. They weren't fighting for victory anymore. They were fighting for respect, and with that war, they both earned it.